Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Friday and I hope you all had a great week. Today we're going to be starting this one and I'm calling it Good Luck for short. And we're going to be starting in these green grasses. The color today is 930 and it's kind of a muted blue-green, if you will. So, yeah. I thought, why not put that on there so it'd hang on to it, but we'll see. Let me pull you in so you can see. There you go. You may have to come this way just a tad. So, how is everybody doing? We are at the weekend already. Man, holy cow, holy cow, holy cow. Yesterday, it was about -4 when I got up. Finally warmed up a bit, but it never got above, 30, mid-30s at all. Yeah. But I did get the car cleaned up, got the car started, went to my daughter's, and we did the Zelda thing and had a great time for 2 or 3 hours. And then we went to town and went to the thrift store here in town. And I didn't get anything fabulous, nothing just floated my boat at all. So, yeah. And then we went and had lunch at the truck stop. Now, in my day, going to have lunch at the truck stop would have been a full-service meal, but we got little individual pizzas, and we brought them back to her house and ate, and that was the end of that. And I went home and put my split pea and ham soup together, which was absolutely yummy, if I do say so myself. Worked out great. So I'll be having more of that. Whoops. Today, okay, not today, evidently. Yes, I will be having the soup today. So, I think I'll make some garlic bread, I have already buttered and garlic bread. We had this discussion. So, I'll be having some garlic bread with it. I didn't last night. I was just kind of chilled to the bone and had myself 2 or 3 cups of tea between that time and when I went to bed, and 2 bowls of that soup. It was good. So it hit the spot for this icy weather that we seem to be having. Stitched a little bit on the, what is that thing? Winter. I just didn't do much stitching at all yesterday. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. I found a mini-series on Netflix called Victoria. Evidently it has 3 seasons. I don't know if it's still in syndication or not, but we're into season 2. So I've been watching that. And just kind of edging. Not doing much of anything. So, no grand plans to go out anywhere today. And then they said it was supposed to snow Saturday, I don't know, somewhere between Saturday and Monday. Let's call it that. So, yeah. Fun times. But I will be staying home and have the heater running on me and staying warm. But I do believe it's supposed to warm up a tad. I mean, I wouldn't say it was freezing. In fact, the sun was out yesterday, so it warmed up the house greatly. And it didn't get nearly as cold last night as it did the night before, so. Man. I'm telling you. I had my electric blanket cranked up to 14. I was so cold. I hope you're all warm and safe and happy where you're at. And that you don't have all this terrible cold weather and ice and snow. Now, it did melt the snow off of, you know, the main streets, that kind of thing. It was more the so-called back roads, if you will. They still had snow cover because sometimes they don't get a lot of sun or a lot of traffic, you know. So, fun times, fun times. Oh my goodness. Didn't even get time for a nap yesterday. That's just how my day went. Hang on just a second. I did have a viewer send me 2 pictures of 4 projects that they have finished. Good job, good job. They're just absolutely beautiful, and I'll put those right here. Thank you, Sharon, for sending those. They are just gorgeous. Somebody was in the Christmas mood and got all those done. She said she was going to fully finish those, I believe, today. So, yay. Beautiful. Just beautiful. If anybody else has, thank you for sharing. If anybody else has any projects they're working on, anything they've finished, just send them to my email address, and it's in the description box below. And I will get them into the next, what are we doing here? Next stitch with me as soon as I possibly can. It's what happens when I stitch and talk at the same time. I am telling you, some days that just does not work. Oh, so I have no idea what I'm going to be working on today. There was like 6 inches of snow on top of the, hold please, issues. On top of the little bird feeder that sits out on top of my, everything's in the wrong place today. Move that over there for right now. Yeah, on top of my little bird feeder, it sits on top of my window air conditioner, if you will. We're gonna go here, I guess. Seriously, you're just getting at my last nerve today. There we go. So, and I didn't see him hitting it yesterday. Of course, I didn't even think about brushing it off, so I'll have to go out there and do that today. But you can usually tell when it's going to be bad weather that they'll just bombard that place and eat right through it. Now this bird, almost said bird cage, bird feeder that I got, the new one, it probably holds an extra half a cup of stuff, so it's a little bit bigger than my last one that I had to throw away because it was just sad and pathetic. I had it for 7-8 years, so I'm surprised it lasts that long. So we'll see. And I'll fill it up, you know, whoops, while I'm out there brushing it off. Oh, just have no idea what to stitch on today. I've one too many choices. I may go through that thing where I put in 2 strands of thread on like 5 different kits. I don't know. We'll see. Or I may just work on this one. This has a lot of big area though. I'd like to maybe finish this flower and the stem that goes with it. So, I don't know. Just doesn't pay to make too ahead of plans, because somehow they all get ruffled around there, and yeah, gotta do something else. You ever had those days where you start to do something, but then you realize you gotta do something before you do that something, and then you get to that something, and then it's always something. It's like, holy cow, that was yesterday. I don't know how I actually sat down and stitched for as long as I did. You know, it was weird. But, and I do have to go out today. Doggone it, I gotta go to the grocery store. Yep, it's that day. I don't think I'll make it to the trash. I'll wait until the snow melts off of the... We have like one of those big, I don't know what you call them, metal trash container thingies, you know. So you gotta lift the lid. Well, if it's got too much snow on it, that ain't happening for my poor old shoulder. So I wait a couple of days and we'll see. I'll check it out when I go get the mail and see if it's still got snow on it. There may have been enough people coming and going. Plus, I think the trash guys show up today. Maybe. It's either today or tomorrow. I can't remember. So if I get it done, I get it done. But at least after they come, they turn that whole thing upside down and shake all the snow off. See, so there's advantages to waiting to do that. So I know we're talking trash again. I'm telling you, life is so exciting around here. Helped my daughter yesterday pull some wood in, so she didn't have to go back out for the rest of the day, because they have a wood-burning stove that heats their house. So, yeah, fun times. But we just she has a porch, so underneath the porch they built a little, I don't want to call it a lean-to, but it's like, you know, where the posts are. It's in between the posts of the porch. So then they put a cover over half of it and then covered it with a tarp and keep it covered so that the snow doesn't get packed in all over the wood. They just pick it up and get what they need and then close it all down. So that works well for them, and they keep that full, and then they have like stack running along the fence line out of that yard. So, and then they have to fill it up, so that the grandkids get to fill that up for. So, yeah. But I'm looking forward to it being a lot warmer next week, because I don't think we're going to make it too warm this week at all. We'll see. You know, they're always changing their mind on the weather around here. Oh, goodness. I'm really looking forward to starting that Christmas one that I got this morning from GBFkE. That's where I got the, I don't know if that's the one I'm actually working on. I think it is. The bunny in the library. So I've got some really good kits from them. And they weren't necessarily just Joy Sunday. I've gotten all different brands when I ordered from them. So, yay! I had to wear my wool sweater and my wool scarf yesterday, plus my winter coat. It was just that cold. I just couldn't believe it. And, you know, there really wasn't a lot of wind. It was one of those days where it was clear and ice cold. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. The sky was blue. The sun was out, but it wasn't getting real warm. There might have been some light wind or something that I didn't know about, but yeah. It's always fun. I wanted to put some time in this weekend on Watertown Memory. Let's see if I could make any more progress. So we'll see what gets done and what doesn't. Gotta finish that little bunny girl. I don't know what it, I think it was Patch Bunny, Bunny Patch. I don't know what crazy name they put to that one, but I like it. I still got to do the back stitching, but it's a small piece, so how much back stitching can it be? And then figure out how I'm going to get those beads around that edge. Oh wait, yeah, that part ought to be just hilarious. I can hardly wait. I don't know which one I can hardly wait for, the beads or the back stitch. Yeah. I might have to draw straws. I don't know. It'll be fine. It probably won't be nearly as bad as I think it's going to be. Oh, goodness. Alright, guys. There we go. I'm just going to turn... I got my little Chinese fan today because it was nice and lightweight. Pull you out there. So, that part's finished now. It's almost the same color as the next symbol. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah. But if I can get those two stalks done and that flower, I will be just flying high. Alright, guys. Thanks for joining me today. I sure do appreciate each and every one of you. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. That way you know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.